January 29, 2025, will forever be etched in the memories of those near Washington, D.C., as a day of unimaginable tragedy. On this day, the skies bore witness to a horrific collision between a Blackhawk helicopter and an American Airlines flight. The incident, which occurred in the late afternoon, sent shockwaves of disbelief and grief throughout the nation. This unthinkable event unfolded as the Blackhawk, on a routine training exercise, crossed paths with the passenger aircraft preparing to land at Ronald Reagan National Airport. The collision, as devastating as it was unexpected, resulted in a fiery crash that left no survivors. The skies, usually bustling with the familiar hum of air traffic, fell eerily silent as news of the catastrophe spread. First responders rushed to the scene, their hearts heavy with the grim reality that awaited them. The wreckage, scattered across a wide area, painted a picture of the sheer force of the impact. Amidst the debris, the faint scent of jet fuel hung heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the lives tragically cut short. As darkness descended, casting long shadows over the crash site, the magnitude of the loss became agonizingly clear. The investigation, still in its early stages, sought answers to the multitude of questions surrounding the collision. What series of events could have led to such a catastrophic event in one of the most heavily regulated airspaces in the world? The tragedy served as a chilling reminder of the inherent risks associated with air travel, despite the stringent safety measures in place. The nation mourned, united in grief for the lives lost on that fateful day. The families and friends of the victims grappled with their sudden and profound loss, their lives irrevocably altered. The investigation continued, its findings eagerly anticipated, offering a glimmer of hope for understanding and perhaps preventing such a tragedy from ever occurring again. The events of January 29, 2025, served as a somber reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing every moment. The crash claimed the lives of all 67 people on board both the Blackhawk helicopter and the American Airlines flight. Among the victims were soldiers stationed at Fort Belvoir, Virginia, where the Blackhawk was based. These brave individuals, dedicated to serving their country, were participating in a routine training exercise when their lives were tragically cut short. One of the fallen soldiers was Ryan O'Hara, the Blackhawk's crew chief. O'Hara, a highly skilled and respected member of his unit, was known for his dedication to duty and his infectious smile. His loss was deeply felt by his comrades, who described him as a true friend and a brother in arms. Families of the victims, overwhelmed by grief and disbelief, struggled to come to terms with their loss. The pain of losing loved ones in such a sudden and horrific manner was almost unbearable. The passengers aboard the American Airlines flight represented a cross-section of society, each with their own unique story, dreams, and aspirations. Business travelers returning from meetings, families heading home after vacations, and young students excited about their futures, all united in their final moments by this unspeakable tragedy. As investigators worked tirelessly to identify the victims, the nation mourned alongside the families, offering prayers and condolences during this incredibly difficult time. The process of identifying the victims proved to be a daunting and heart-wrenching task. The intensity of the crash left many of the bodies unidentifiable, requiring painstaking DNA analysis and forensic investigation. The wait for confirmation of their loved one's fate only amplified the family's anguish, prolonging their agony. The outpouring of support from communities across the country provided a small measure of comfort during this dark hour. Candlelight vigils, memorial services, and online tributes honored the victims' memories, ensuring that their lives and the impact they had on others would never be forgotten. In the immediate aftermath of the collision, there was a glimmer of hope, however faint, that survivors might be found. Emergency responders, fueled by adrenaline and a desperate desire to find someone, anyone alive, raced against time. They scoured the wreckage, their ears straining for any sign of life, their hearts pounding with a mixture of hope and dread. But as minutes turned into hours, the grim reality set in. The recovery mission, a somber and painstaking process, began. Teams worked meticulously, carefully sifting through the debris field, their movements respectful of the tragedy that had unfolded. Every piece of wreckage, every fragment of personal belongings, told a silent story of lives tragically cut short. The recovery teams, often working in challenging and emotionally draining conditions, displayed remarkable resilience and compassion throughout the operation. The wreckage of both the Blackhawk and the American Airlines flight was carefully collected and transported to a secure facility for further analysis. Investigators hope to piece together the events leading up to the collision, searching for clues that might help prevent similar tragedies in the future. The recovery of the victims' remains was given the utmost priority, with every effort made to treat them with dignity and respect. The process, while agonizingly slow and emotionally taxing, was a testament to the unwavering commitment of the recovery teams. They understood the importance of bringing closure to the families who had lost so much. The recovery mission, a poignant reminder of the fragility of life, served as a solemn tribute to the victims and a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable tragedy. As the investigation into the tragic collision progressed, aviation experts weighed in, offering their insights into the potential causes of the crash, and more importantly, how such a disaster could be prevented in the future. One of the primary concerns raised was the high density of air traffic in the Washington, D.C. area. With 3 major airports in close proximity, the skies above the nation's capital are among the busiest in the world. Experts emphasized the need for enhanced air traffic control procedures, particularly in congested airspace. They suggested implementing advanced radar systems, improved communication protocols, and stricter flight path regulations to minimize the risk of collisions. The investigation also focused on the human element, examining the actions of both the helicopter's crew and the air traffic controllers responsible for monitoring the airspace. Some experts pointed to the possibility of pilot error, while others explored potential equipment malfunctions or communication breakdowns. The investigation, a complex and multifaceted endeavor, sought to uncover any contributing factors that might have played a role in the tragedy. The findings, once released, were expected to have far-reaching implications for the aviation industry, prompting a comprehensive review of safety protocols and potentially leading to significant changes in air traffic control systems worldwide. The tragedy served as a stark reminder of the importance of constant vigilance and continuous improvement in the realm of aviation safety. While accidents of this magnitude are exceedingly rare, the lessons learned from this horrific event could help prevent future tragedies and save countless lives. The pursuit of enhanced safety measures, driven by the memory of those lost on that fateful day, became a top priority for aviation authorities and industry professionals alike.